Okay, just making a to watch this series. Just wanted to make a video here. Um, I said Golden State was going to win all along. I questioned it. Don't get me wrong, but it's all about Space Jam. It really was. Draymond Green, number 23, and the Kevin Love was the Monstar. So I just had a feeling they weren't going to win because of that. But what's interesting, I talked about. I don't know how many times I talked about it. Golden State is 122. Pope Francis equals 122. San Francisco equals 122. And then Oakland, where they play, is in the San Francisco Bay Area. And also 122 is the mirror of 221. And 221 is the 52nd day of the year. So there's a ton of stuff to do with 52 and 239. It's just all connected. So the reason I said that it goes back to Valentine's Day, and that's when the Space Jam theme started. Whatever they're doing with Michael Jordan, who's 52 years old this year. Um, anyway, Zach Levine, like loving, like on Valentine's Day, he won the slam dunk contest, and he's number 8. And then his teammate won the whatever they called it this year. It's not the rookie sophomore game, but his teammate won. Andrew Wiggins was the MVP of that game. So started during the first day of Lupercalia. The Space Jam dunk was on Valentine's Day, where he won this slam dunk contest. And sorry, my computer's freezing. But so Zach Levine and Andrew Wiggins during the All-Star game, they were both Teen Wolves. And on the movie Teen Wolf, Michael J. Fox is number 42, like Fox 42. But anyway, so interesting. Originally, Andrew Wiggins was a Cleveland Cavalier, but he got traded in the Kevin Love trade, and Kevin Love is the number 0, the Monstar. And remember, during the All-Star game, Russell Westbrook just owned in the All-Star game, and after that, and even a little bit before that, he just started just getting triple doubles like crazy, whatever. And he's also number 0, so he was a Monstar. Also wanted to point out the two Teen Wolves. So when Wiggins went to the Wolves, he was number 22, and then Levine was number 8. And if you take 22 times 8, it's 176, which is a huge, significant number dealing with the Queen from Valentine's Day to 8-9. A ton of 89 references. I actually got a couple more videos. I don't even know where to begin. I have so much information about the whole 923 thing. It's just ridiculous. But anyway, just wanted to point that out, that's 176 with these two Teen Wolves. Another interesting thing to point out is that Zach Levine, Kevin Love, and Russell Westbrook, they all played for UCLA. And on Valentine's Day, also, the best player of the game, UCLA versus Oregon, was Kevin Looney. He was the best player on the team. So interesting. And Space Jam is Looney Tunes. Also, never even dawned on me until right now, UCLA is the same colors as Golden State Warriors. And I don't know, you can go back and watch a ton of my videos if you want to. I'm not going to go back and talk about all of it. Just wanted to point that out. A few things, I guess. It definitely dealt with Space Jam for a long time. And then Golden State just won tonight. And like I said, Golden State added up to 122. Pope Francis, San Francisco, they all add up to 122. And if you go from Valentine's Day of this year to tonight, 6/16/2015, it's 122 days. So Golden State won 122 days after Valentine's Day, which I talked about. That's when all the Space Jam stuff started. And Golden State is 122. Also, that is 4 months and 2 days. If you go watch Zachary K. Hubbard's videos, he talks about the 42. He talks about tons of stuff. They're definitely worth watching. But the 4 and the 2, the 42, and he predicted the series would be 4-2. He talks about how the the Cavaliers and the Golden State Warriors retired Nate Thurman's jersey this year, and he was number 42. So pretty interesting that both of them retired the number 42. The series went 4-2. Also wanted to point out that the series took a big turn. I mean, Cleveland was dominating, just like Space Jam. I mean, they did lose game 1 in overtime, but Cleveland dominated that whole game until overtime. It was just ridiculous. So, like, Cleveland definitely looked like the better team until I believe it was game 4. Yeah, I think it was game 4 that was on June 11th, 6/11, 66. But anyway, that's when Iguodala became the starter. And Iguodala, he guarded James that game. And look at this. It's the 239, 923. You think they did that for a reason? I know they did that for a reason. And remember I talked about the number 31 being a ton associated with Golden State as well. 31, can't even remember it all. Oakland, where they play, adds up to 31. Even Curry adds up to 31. There was Steve Kerr that adds his dad. There's a whole bunch of 31s. 6/11, the day that Andre Iguodala became a starter. 6th is the 13th prime number. 11 is the 31st. So 13, 31, the mirrors. Andre Iguodala is number 31, and he won the MVP tonight. And Zachary Hubbard had talked about him with the connections to Philadelphia. There's all kinds of stuff with Philadelphia. And because he played for the Philadelphia 76ers for the majority of his career. So just pretty interesting. Okay, I'm just going to end it there. I mean, it's so rigged, it's not even. I could go through and probably find a whole bunch more stuff. I got some way more important things to talk about. This just kind of ties in with it. But just kind of wanted to point out, too, that the Golden State Warriors also had a shirt called Strength in Numbers 2015. And that's exactly what it was. So, I mean, whatever. They add up to 122, and they win 122 days after Valentines, and it was all about Space Jam, Lupercalia, and Valentines. Just going to leave it at that. Like I said, maybe I'll come back and do another video. Definitely have some more important things to show. So have a great night.